And yeah, guys, welcome to the second game. Already noontime, passed over to the afternoon time, and I think, yeah, surely we will go for the first thing to get to the direct introduction. It's gonna be team Nitro. Everybody, welcome them from now. Probably a newly joined, but also a very strong team. I think never faced any issue. Almost, I think nobody. Of course, lost some games, but majority of them being won with a huge extent and domination. And we are going to see Galaxy against Nitro one more time, and that's where Kayumov is going to face his own teammates, let's say, in the same national team. Jeff and Caesar and Kayumov will play together today. They're witnessing the game where they have to face each other and, well, as well as fighting against each other. Shall not leave them any mercy, I think. Like no mercy to the opponents, as they usually get used to call it off. Players are probably ready for the jump balls. No more tangent, no more restats. I think will be allowed, which means they all just have to play of the pure game. And for him doesn't seem, and you see who are in the jump balls. Sетях against Kayumov, very tough opposition, probably going to be played by them. And already fourth week of the game since the start of the third season. Ball been given, Umaru Bakram from above. Doesn't find anyone else behind him. Looks the same. Robai Fatay finds the rebound. The Jombai Fazim also plays for Galaxy. And ejection back of Kayumov in middle. Robai Fatay, Yushat Mohammadjanov, those all five. At the starters, finally we see a full double pick. There's always been someone missing against him. All the same players except for Azizov, who is injured, probably his leg for the last week. And now Mitayev has to lead it alone, and a good opening of three. Fun, tough vision, I think looks very equal. For example, if we talk about the players, the height is more or less the same, and again for Galaxy it's the Kayumov that tell us. For Nitro it's Mitayev, like a mirror game. I think we're about to witness. And how exactly they're going to beat this up, so that's where we are going to see, and jump balls and everything, etc. in the game shall be very interesting to observe. Doesn't seem as a providence, but I think their account on Galaxy, due to the fact that they have more of a three-pointer guys who can score from the distance, unlike for Galaxy. Now it seems quite tiring for both sides. Yeah, what has happened? I think you all saw little counts, some motion moment. I think we could catch up. Mitayev tossed it out from the offense. Yeah, he faces Kayumov ahead. Won't let him probably give it so easily. Not like he can make it from the start base. He has no options. We'll have to battle against him, and at the rebound he will stay for Galaxy, and that's a serious probably rebound. Shall be taken, and the foul on Nitro gaining 7 points. Still feels comfortable ahead them, and no rebounds after Galaxy, which is not good in my opinion. Mitayev could swing 3, and there will be a problem. Baseline. Time to move up. Stademeyer, I think they look very similar. And I think the subject of trade and transfer of Kayumov kind of had some transfer where he can no longer be decapitulated, and then the baseline will be given for Nitro to fall in defense, as you see. Mityaev finds no other option, tries the right hand, almost felt it, but I think time for him to stop this. Cholombayev Azim nicely above to Kayumov. By the end, he had to score. But found opposition there. Didn't let him score so easily, and they're following him one more time. Nitro, they're following our second fall. And respond. Last time it was the center of Nitro, and now it's center position of the Galaxy team. Let's see what they can try, and reminds me of Eastern Conference against the Western one. Yeah, just dually like mirror games where both might be so different, but at the same time equal. Nitro count no points there, but 0 for Galaxy. Still bad result. Pass was given. I think they want to catch him on 8 seconds. Backcourt violation. That's a good dribbling by Cholombayev. By the end, we saw that he kind of confusing his own legs. Mityaev wants to rush through everybody inside. Nicely cut back. Time to rush in the same way. The 5-player squad of Galaxy for now doesn't seem as effective as I predicted of the start. And of course, he will score. This is a key. 2 points gained, and Dushat Mahamadjan doesn't want to wait anybody else. Probably was looking for the pick of 3. Kayumov came back, and Mitro Shembeko wants to give a cut. Screening after screening, the shot produced. It's behind the glass already. That's the end of the attack, and of the start they kept on making probably those mistakes where they didn't see any potential. Finally give it off the bounce. Let's see whether he may try, and then finally a release. Another 3 gain for Nitro, 12-0. Something is wrong for Galaxy today. Zabrodin Uslan, I think, had to enter this up. He felt, and then absolutely strong start for Galaxy. Even this doesn't change the situation. Zabrodin came out just for this shot. He stalled with the high shots, and it reminds me of a real volleyball game when they spike. Alright, he has to try it one more time, and finally he reaches the target. Did score 3 points off the start, 12-3. Now it doesn't seem as dangerous and miserable for Galaxy. I just have to go skip down the floor, and I think we expect some nice moves. I don't know what the dribbling is leading to, but he is here ready in the key. Finding no pulse. Yeah, I feel like there should be a necessity of a little bit of kryptonite against those strong, tough Supermans, let's say. But they're very massive, and then while they're in the key, I don't know how come they are about to control it, but Galaxy has to use and take the most out of it. Yeah, I think the last game didn't seem the same as it was at the start, and once they go for the full forward, they also kept it for a while. Once they pass the torch, and then again 8 seconds backcourt violation. Might occur if they only play the outlet from the start, from the baseline release. Dushat Mahamadjan tries a dangerous pick to the hands, and Nitro still now holding a possession. Now we see there is a whistle again. They've fallen him, and Mityaev again finds an opposition, and Kayumov didn't manage it on time to come across and give any block. Let's see whether he can try the block shot. Stop anybody else. More consistent players it can be, and Zabrodin adds the other 6. Final open the score for Galaxy. been waiting, I think, for a lot, and since the start they were counting, relying on Jekshembekov. Substitute him, and now situation got improved in the paint. One more shot, and they whistle on a foul. I think we hear one more time. A forced fall for Galaxy. Too many falls occurred, so they can't even realize it themselves that it is tough to stay away from them. The game is gonna be very close, especially in the paint zone. So they just have to stick away from key and implement the points using Zabrodin or anybody else who can score. Cholumbayev has to try middle range distance shots. Probably his profile, and let's see whether he can get a piece of it, but okay, they maintain the possession. Zabrodin repeats the series. They might get up to 9. Albayev was faster to be up there, and then I think sideline release will be given to Galaxy. They'll just have to start it one more time, and they add them extra 24, which is still a lot. And shot by Gauntlet. Alright. They came a long ways, and then I think you remember when the Galaxy came as a young team, for example, at the second season, their shots were very dry, and the line dry, I can say. They couldn't give it. The technique also was pretty good, but it looks like they've been working on it the whole entire season, and now finally it's better. Gave a crisscross. Oh, what a play! How come it didn't work? They didn't get it up to double dribble. Still says the same. 3 minutes 30 seconds left. They missed over the big court. We have to forget about 8 seconds backcourt violation. Passes outside. We'll have to wait time to shoot, and almost by the end he gave it all a snatch. I think that's been a score, then it's the whole minute has to be passed over. Cholumbayev gave it all behind. Albayev finally finds option for shot. Dushat Mahmoudallah couldn't take this out. Get it in the paint. Whoa, fast. Well, that was very fast release. High release of the hand, I can say. Zabrodin finds the pass outside to another whistle we are hearing. And fall, I think Adbinaker the block, and the possession will be in offense. Someone has to get inside. Kayuma been lied by Mitayev. Changed the position. Go ahead. Couple days. The same position, same chest passing. 2:30 left. Play very quick. They don't really wait, I guess, until everyone else can come around. Doesn't it remind them? With a baseline quick release. It's like it doesn't, then you see. They find another foul on him. Let's see. It could go for the fast break. The other players, they have to run back and take the different side. Time to run, I guess, because after rebound someone has to be at the back court. Vendor, they take the substitution. Timeout. 30 to nothing. And almost down, we finally ready to go for the third and settle the moment, and it was up to series. Galaxy 8 points, and for the past 7 minutes 40 seconds, gaining only 8 points. Quite shameful, I think, especially for this team, having a very tough game, playing a very interesting and a massive game on shooters. They still didn't catch on it, and I think the other 3 scored. Nitro somehow finds no one. Resilience, nice transition behind the back, and followed by the pass. Kayumov, let's see what he can try. Wanted to fake it, the shot made, and after they'll have to stop. Nitro play a little slower, play outside, no triangle not been realized. All 5 I think are back, the full squad of defense. We'll wait until anyone else can get around. Tries the transition behind, free throw line, and did score the other 2. I think the fact that they don't really make mistakes and still find me interesting, a dark horse of the tournament. We kind of don't really notice the way they score, that they don't really make mistakes, but seems that it goes the same way, and on 3 more points, we'll already in the first period, 20 points left. Not so often we see it, and a pretty good result for Nitro today. Zabrodin swings to 10, final 10 points. Didn't score anything, that's 10 points for 10 minutes, 2 points per minute, and I don't think it's a good result. Any other steals to right? Alright, and you see the same thing is happening. Stavumaro Bahrom did score it. Cholombaev has him past the midcourt. Plays on Kayumov. He is not confident about the rush. That's why he gave it all back. Rebound, that's they want to fight for. 40 seconds, exactly 40 seconds left. Probably wanted to steal it. Mityaev sees that it's fully opened for him to slam inside. Gets the light slam dunk, and it's the same. Right, Galaxy couldn't hold it in their own hands after the first attack. 16 seconds. That's a nice bounce off the weak side. Might try dangerous. I think if they scored this time, then there will be no other hope left. Still 19 points. It's a lot. Mityaev Simeon had to run back quickly to play the assist from the midcourt. He tries this, and that's the end. Final return back, 9 minutes 50 seconds. But it's still no more deprivation. It all got to stay the same, and I don't really think it might work. because it fills up on the same way. Once they were going for a full forward, they also knew themselves that it is almost impossible, I think, impossible to separate and bring it to segregation once they're not ready themselves to keep it all aside. How they try it and how they're about to witness the self is again all about I think games itself. Let's just curve this and then be maybe more efficient and concentrate focused on it. They will go for the 12th moon reception. Zabrodian, again he plays anything in between the legs, so try to crisscrosses from the right hand. I think there was more possible. Finally they tried. Albaifalpai today does score in the same sequence. Again Zabrodian went too high, tries the balls very high. 31-12. Nitro still keeps their own absolute domination. Finds them more tougher balls. It all stays the same. Just like for all the players on the entire court. He kept no one on forgetting. Finally passes back outside on 3-pick. No rebound. Lucky. Okay, ricochet off his own side. Yeah, take one slide step. Followed by a given chest pass. Dilshat Mahamadjanoglu fully covered. They do understand where is the danger itself. The middle range and then the longer range distances. That's where Nitro, I think, has to have the better defense, not even in the paint. No more. Okay, after they move really quickly. They fight for every single ball and then they add the other 3 from above. And almost make no mistakes upon them. 8 minutes left, 36-12. Over 20 by now, what we're seeing, and I think reminds me of this sort of domination. Zabrodian Ruslan. Again, 2 points, and for now 14. Doesn't seem as a big number, I think. They at least managed to bring up to this 20 and then break this up the series. Again, Nitev wants to get inside, and with the right hand pushing away Kayumov, he found the shot off the board. And I think even if he stays on rebound, still, I don't feel like they are about to take the whole possession of the game. Yeah, I think he has made a lead and to turn around to go for that big deal. Chalobafazim, pass on Dilshat Mahamadjanoglu, then they try again. This long and a holding foul. They have to just go for the top matchup for the shirt and a weak side one more time by Nitro, and something is wrong today. All the balls inside. The current roster seems like the strongest out of all. No chance for the rebound, and without Azizov they still managed to do a lot. Pick threes and the whole team is giving a lot of impact to team, and 3 again looks so dangerous. Similarly, the tryout plays around the arc, just jumped a little bit left hand, tried it again, it went inside. 14-42. Galaxy has no domination at all, and it's a timeout. call off. They called it off. They took timeout. I think that's necessary. The Galaxy themselves, they understand that something is surely wrong with their game. They're losing so many points to the opponents and can't even change anything in such situation. His teammates keep on scoring and then leave absolutely no chance for the opponent. Albai Fatai. Well, stolen ball. Okay, nice chest pass given to Cholombayev. He scored 2 points, 16. But I think it's not gonna change a lot because overall it feels like it is the same game. Nitro will use one more chance and keep on repeating. Same moves as you see, we take it to the other side. Bounce is given. And Galaxy will go for a release. Let's see whether they can try anything to switch up. Zabrodin, one from above. Alright, Nitro, I think, again, it heads up to something dangerous. They're ready to flash this other side and try to pass the midcourt. Weak side is open one more time. They try and usually here everything usually works for Nitro. Not this time, I guess. 42 to 16. They're afraid themselves that it might go up to 30 points just in the second period already, and yeah, they get those. And 28. 28 is still a lot. Because not so often we were seeing the games except for shooters in the first 2 seasons when already from the first minutes a team is clutching and taking everything of the game and leaving almost no chance for anybody to come back, and you see it even now. Again, a full possession and given to Galaxy. They will go for release. Do they want to go for the outlet? So the ball is actually for offense, as you see. In the paint for now, not a lot been opened. Try out and enters up the paint. Now this time he tries this with the right hand. Nothing big changes and it all again stays the same. Possession is granted back. That's disputed. Okay, to Mityaev Simeon, what he can do, and he'll try to enter the paint again. Do they catch a foul on him? It's like they do. And again will be a release. The third release in my opinion on the weak side. He lost the ball. And found no more chance to come back. Zabrodin Ruslan will try to get open, then lost it. What a dribbling, has to concentrate on dribbling. They had 2 more points. That's 30 back again, and it's Mityaev again holding the opposite side. Leaving his home probably without unguarded. But now he has returned back. Will try to score. They missed it off. And you guys see, this is called the total domination. The first 14 or 15 and over pass, like nothing really changed at all. What I can only say for a while to comment on it, Galaxy, yeah, they just have to play. That's the only advice. They have to play. They have to not even shoot score or at least play. No more zoning, I think. He's been afraid of it. Plays the pass outside. Dmitry Krimbekov found on. Kayumov did score 2 points. 18 now. And whether it's enough, whether it's going to change anything, again tries to pin, and I saw the miraculously could get inside and stay there. What has happened? I think he hits him with the elbow. Yeah, I think he hasn't noticed him hitting, and gotta be very careful. He's got hurt a little nasty. That was to injure the player, and feels like I think it was pretty painful. Clark screening him. Albai Fatai will not give up on trying those shots. And of course, finally he brings 3 points on back. Before the whether Cholombayev has to go even ahead. I think he tried the same thing, it didn't work, and then he was there to try one more shot. Anderson unable to score, but a ball he gains. Also will stop one more time before moving back. Handled by Fatay, finally swings the shot. Kept note on forgetting. Overtime, it's been working 3 minutes 17 seconds, the first half to end. And the rest doesn't again seem pretty easy for them. Cholum Live, no more paint cover. 21 to 46. It's 25 for now with the leadership. Yeah, probably the local Shaquille also, like the boss teams, don't really change the situation a lot, and probably the fact that, as I said, seems very equal game. In realization and implementation, it has become a lot different from what we expected. On the reverse, he tries, okay, got rid of the one defender, might try the other one to go aside. Enough, the full defense is broken, they didn't score, lost the time, and runs to Galaxy. A lot come back. Cholombayev, right hand, repeats it off. Somehow they rehabilitate in the situation. Still we see it looks much tougher. Real tough it's becoming for Nitro just to gain extra 2 points. I guess squeezed in between two defenders. They found absolute option, timeout. Last base probably, and one of the last moves they're about to introduce. Yeah, looks like it is going exactly that direction. And no one can stay any longer behind the last 2 minutes of the second quarter to play. The first half to get on a whistle will hear. He gains that deserved shots to be granted, and then performance shall be on a proper level too. So while left behind and end one, he gets the third point of the shot. And as again, keep on forgetting, if you miss it, yeah, then you actually take a risk. You can get 4 points in total. It's like they're taking a lot more out of this end one shot. Introduction, scoring, and I think Albayev picked it early. Didn't wait anyone else behind, so that's what made him stop. Yeah, still, I think I'll have to fight it back and keep on trying the same sort of a mid-action back. There was usually a Dilshat Mahamadjanov playing a part, but not today. Not today. A minute and 50. Final plays another good assist. Nitro may try a lot, can probably serially go for the comebacks, and the progression only give the passes aside. Mityaev couldn't get reopened. Cholombayev found that option, and then again in the paint, Zabrodin with the right hand swings 2 points, 27 to 49. Real good, okay, I think comeback. At least the situation got improved. It doesn't seem as miserable as it As I thought in the beginning, what is left is just to be more or less confident about the shots. Tries to second right hand. Eventually ends up with the same game. Give the bounces from above to Mityayev, and then the full weak side. No more prohibition taken. Again, right hand followed by again another right slap. Step forward and then slided from one side to another. Also made him stop. Exactly 45 seconds before the deprivation go for the veterans occurred. Bounce pass. Takes this all aside, and he has forgotten it. Cholombayev again, the crisscross transition played with Aralbay Fatay. He has to make the shot. No, too early again. Blocked by two defenders at the same time. Couldn't score, rebound, and Nitro will lead it again. Their own pace. Right, and too early. I think they have to look at the time. Too early he produced the shot. Now they'll have 15 seconds to add 2 more points. Unlike Nitro could end it anyways in their own favor. Having 2 above, of course, you see. This is what's gonna keep on going. 18 points. Very dangerous. Still the situation has not improved yet. From the midcourt he tries the shot, the buzzer shot, and that's the end of the first half. last 2 quarters before game 3. And as you remember, the situation is still good for Nitro, and then unlike the beginning, I can say their shots got a little worse, but still doesn't mean that they're going to lose. Still find a lot of options, screen and use it from the start. Mityav, let's see whether he can give the driving layup. Yeah, I think looking for it against everybody else and takes the rebound himself. Won't find it again. No other position, jumps up to score the moment. Cholombayev can play the dribble. Okay, cut by Zabrodin. Oh, that's what you expect instantly. Raises his hand, stops the ball, has to save it. Saved it, not in the right way. I think he had just to let it go. Probably expect that someone else can go for release. And struggle. I think one will struggle for the ball. Yeah, I think they want to go around the arena and but until the end. 51 to 31. They will return back their 20 points. Let's see whether it can grow to 30, and then they foul on him. Yes, there is a foul on him, which means extra 2 points wouldn't be any harmful for them. They still are able to do so. Coming out for the defenders to come back, and you see there is one player already at the backcourt preparing for the defense. And now we'll try to see whether they can take it, and both balls went inside with no obstacles. Now it seems just like a quick opening. Cholombayev. No one is there to provide him anything else. Whistle. Yeah, they noticed the fall one more time. I think there will be usual release. Oh, they take it off the sidelines. Emil Kayumov. Nicely given after the release, and did score 2 points. 32 to 53, then they couldn't decrease not more than 30, I think 20 points. Still it stays the same, and it looks dangerous for Galaxy as well. I think they found that block over there. And another whistle, I think, reassured. Second team foul was for Nitro, and then the first foul on Mityav Simeon, number 12 of Nitro. He will get a shot, this 2 points. One given inside, 54 now. And about 3/4 quarters they have to be played the same way. None of them missed. Probably will go the same for the crack. Oh, how come they managed to steal and then want to give inside the rush. One more shot. Screen is used. He will try to get inside free throw. So no, plays the passes. Does understand it's hard to get inside. Now they notice that there is a player, and against Gamov they couldn't do anything. Cholombayev is him alone. Will give it a shot off the board, and will get it 2 points. You see it counter direction to sideways. Anyways, finds no. Good a ball straight. Still bouncing on the ground. Don't know where he is about to pass. The other whistle we hear. But referee, I think he will go for just a possession. I think he stepped on a line or something like this has happened there. 7 minutes 40 seconds past of overall game series. And today, Asian Tigers will have one more chance to at least slightly come back in the game. Albai Fatai. Oh, attracts 3 defenders, gives to Zabrodin Ruslan a nice chance. The moves we expect by handles. He didn't get a handles this time. One more shot can be made. Cholombayev. Post elbow gets 2 points. 37-55. And that's where he stopped himself. Can try to fake all opponents. Tossed the shot. And again the other whistle. Too many fouls occurred. 4 fouls already in the beginning of 3 minutes. the whole TV, the sport TV itself, once they try to stream it on the TV channels, I think the fans of they're quite higher than talking to people the other day. I realized all of them are former players used to play somewhere before, back at their ages, but now they are all competent back. We'll try to play it again. Cholombayev Azim is going to take his time. Okay, again, Mitaev won't let anyone get inside. Blocks almost every single ball. I think if you look at the block shots, he will take the most out of it. The current season probably will be the best center of the season if he keeps on playing the same way. And I guess they take timeout. Starts as you see, 6:30. They took time out, almost in the middle of the whole game, and Patriots about to witness Asian Tigers. Asian Tigers, they played probably their best form today, and also will try to beat them. And let's just see what could be the outcome. Can't predict for now. Seems the same. Mitaev Simeon plays the passes of the free throw line and scored both again. Does the same result. Finds again no opposition. Feels very calm about the game. I don't see him being really stressed against Galaxy because the score says itself. Cholombayev Fatai on Cholombayev Azim. One more pick again. Two left. It took it. Kayumov, oh, this time the luck was not on his side. Did score and gained an end one. What a nice chance provided. Yeah, he was exactly under the elbow probably. We saw he was under the elbow, and that's why the elbow pressed him down, but he anyways did score. Doesn't get the second one. That's an unfortunate stuff. Play full on, and Dikshabek of course will try to pick and sneak in from behind and snatch the ball. The arc, Mitaev Simeon, let's see what he tries this time. Well, decided to be a little longer shot player. Picks three, misses it right after. Nice, Zabrodin, what a transition. Okay, a lot of good transitions we saw today, and the crossovers. Nice three again, covered by Mir Dikshabek. And finally, they could break at 20 points. If they just keep on playing the same way, there could be sort of a change. So he turned around just to look back whether there was any whistle. Nothing else. Played back. Zabrodin. Full run back. I guess to think he doesn't even know what to do because full pen is covered. They just have to stay on distance and try it up there. Cholombayev finally almost found that board. One more whistle. One more whistle, and then he has to stop, I think, on that Shorting right hand finally. Ejection Bekov second time. The first time it was 3. Gets 5 points for his team within the last 2 attacks. Those 2 offenses were one of the most effective. The bounce pass, okay, he made a huge terrific arrow and then a pure flow. Expected some flawless game, but I don't know, was he lazy just to get it in rush? Drive 2 steps, okay, did score. He took giant steps, took him just through the entire half of the court. By Fatai. Get prepared before he follows his own pace. And Ejection Bekov looks dangerous. I think they don't have to let him shoot. By Fatai, I think also wanted to get introduced in that list. And you hear a whistle, which means they'll be giving another foul on him. 5 fouls for Galaxy. Again, they played too tight to their opponents, making their game even worse. Just have to keep in mind, if it moves on the same way a single person gets this over 5 will be ejected, and they'll have nobody to rely on anymore, at least in this game. And the whole bench, I think, is just sitting and waiting until there is a possibility for them to release. By Fatai spends couple or like up to 7 seconds on the court. Finally he passed outside and 14 seconds of a total possession. Okay, I think, yeah, that's what I understood. They try to attract all defenders and then perform the shots. Finds it for Zabrodin, a perfect position where he can score 3. I think quite happy himself. 47 to 59, never been so close to them. 12 points. Let's just see whether they can overthrow the game. Seems like they're able to. Another foul, and over 5 team fouls already gained by Galaxy. Again, grant them 2 free throws. That's the shot. Try it one more time. And bring all this. Swing this side. It's our passage. 4 minutes left. They still can try a lot. I don't think they're about to forget it. Okay, the weak side fully covered. I had to give it, I think, earlier. I think his own foul that he's about to make. Tension. Kayumov didn't forget anyone behind with the right hand. I think the taps, you know, didn't leave any stones behind. Found it good. Grasping confusion and finish the attack the way it should be, no matter what it takes. Unlike the rest of them, like the rest of Easy, they steal for the golf, and exactly that goal left them behind them. 12 points. We would never expect that they can get so close, but Nitro, I think, wanna again take this margin in points, and they will try to just get away from them as soon as it is possible. As you see, the other 3 points gained gives them 66-47, and there's another 19 points held by Nitro. Nice one. Okay, Mitchell finds this option. Was almost to block. Again, lost the turn, hold it. Passes were too strong for them, and a light slam dunk given by Kayumov. Didn't have to put much of an effort. They're about to witness and face, and they take another timeout. quick after. You might see them. I think then themselves. They are a lot in the spine back. I still cannot accept the fact that they all were trying to go for that all right way, but once they take them down, it feels how they're stressful about the game itself. It doesn't go, absolutely doesn't go the way they wanted to. It all stays the same. Nitro is just trying to add up the points in the basket and he's a lot about from about this so much smashes, and I don't know, are they going to come back, or are they even trying to come back? It feels like they are staying in the same pose, and the crowd around feels the same thing. The game itself seems pretty passive for both teams. I still cannot understand what are they trying to do, because yeah, you have all the chances. You have two-sided players, two strong players, where you can implement the attack 70 to 52, and already by 70 points you see in the third period, or by the end, a minute and 26 left, nothing again happens. Neither of those teams. TF again does the most job. Final ball in the lead. Screen, asking for the screen. A cut, someone has to give it. Two defenders almost lost it. Zabrodin couldn't carry. I think didn't feel and then couldn't stand the pressure. To an side above. They all time it back. They all tried a lot. However, they missed it. A minute left. What they can do about it. Finally, whoa, that's an important swing. He knew it himself and then tried it off. He found it and he fell the whole deprivation and pure signature. 50 seconds. Good swing. And Jerobayev is in the game. He's in the action. Don't do the thing, and it could be a good start for this current then. Always, the more they try, it always ends up the same way. They don't really run a lot, they just mostly concentrate on the conversions. Maybe that's why the game doesn't seem so draining. Seems like the only center players spending most of the energy, because the whole of 24 full squad is counting in the paint zone. They try to focus on different things. 59 to 70. 11 points at the end of there. Just enough to do so. 5 seconds left, almost the end of the third period, and time to give it in the paint. The buzzer will be called, and that's the end of the third period. itself. And the last 10 minutes of the game between Galaxy and Team Nitro. You saw that starting from the first period, they didn't give him a single chance to the opposite team. Left him on scene, and probably they want to keep it straight until the end. Probably. That's why I do understand it myself. How hard it's becoming for all of them, and this is probably one of the biggest issues, one of the biggest reasons why this happens. Still trying a lot per the quarters. They found no oppose and kept on going same way. I really felt like it could go. You see that he kind of gets the hit somewhere under the chest and also the ribs. Everything else is totally fine. They go for the break. And the rest won't be that important if they actually concentrate on the balls. How come they realized and how did they change this all? Will always stay in the box. Seizures, and it also is the same, and you guys know that in August now the days, for example, where most of the teams are where they are on a break, the season doesn't start for most of the leagues. By the August they already start workouts, try to recover from a long absent time. That's how it goes. Maybe I'll just have to keep on concentrating on the whole game, so that's why we will just try. I will try to stick to the main games and keep a look over them, because when you have a lot of variations, sometimes the quality of those attacks they lose. When you focus on, let's say, several of them, it's already a lot of them. For example, I do understand when sometimes it happens, when it all stays the same. We ourselves, we just feel how it could go, and maybe no longer it would be issued, tame it back, and that's how it went through the gates. Let's again proceed. Let's proceed with them, and let's compare again. I don't feel that Galaxy they played their best game today. Looks like they are trying to play as many seconds as possible, and only when it worked out, we flashed it all aside. That's why I think it's important to never forget what is in the court, what is happening on the court. The whole game is built upon single things. The whole game is built upon what people try and what people would like to know about the game. So see the tactics, the moves. And if we play it back, it will be close to the end. The last game, hope it's gonna be as promising as it is here at the start. 6 minutes 50 seconds, 76 per Nitro, and they gain little by little, both teams. And you see Murat Bahamajanov being released from the bench after a long absence. That's what it usually takes to everybody. I think raised his hands, was thinking of doing it one more time before it is too late. And when it is actually too late, he had no other options. How come they go for it and then they just forgot it? They have forgotten about the game itself. Mityaev tried today so many good driving layups. I think already encountered for the block shots, received the amount of most out of all center players on the court. Zabrodin Pick 3 and whoa, it's a luck, pure luck I can say. Surely feel like it was pure luck and timeout. They all challenged it. 548. So I guess I wouldn't be mistaken if I said that by the end they just have to give the most out of all games they ever played, and never, I would never, for example, forget these games. And for now, let's see what they are going to have this overtime game. Remember the second season where Energy against Net Wizards played 2 overtimes in a row, but they had a lot of battle, and the Galaxy didn't really, how to say, leave any history behind in the second season. So reminds all of us some unknown game, but since the last week you saw how they played against shooters, it all says that they all went for improvement and then probably playing their best game out of all we could ever imagine. But it all stayed the same. Zabudь again on the weak side. He will wait his own chance before he could go for a good advantage. 5-23. And I think they would never forget upon their own. The 5 minutes is still a lot, and a lot to face, a lot of seconds to face the issues. 64-83, 20 points still taken away from them. Oh, they wanted to have some fun. Damn it, didn't really score anything. Too much fun they had. And play the passes. He asking to dribble less and play passes earlier. Now, yeah, he can get inside the paint himself and score to about 64-85. See, substitution made it even worse for Galaxy today. Dilshat Mahmadan will pass on. Murad, he picked 3, nothing changed. Like really nothing changed, and Zabrodin again, those high balls that he usually likes on a release. Mityav Simeon stayed behind. I think doesn't want to run into rebound. Will, I think, may try the 3 or may try the driving layup one more time. Transition, enter the paint, finds a good possible pass. 3 and yeah, Nitro again did score, growing their lead. And this is why I think they have to be real dangerous upon their game. Another block shot given. Oh, that's a nice good assist given from behind the back. Oh, he fell on his hand. Reminds me of a pure fall, and then they are about to take timeout. somehow I think we all can handle full grind back, and I don't realize that what is their own benefit out of all these things. When they try a lot, they bringing those games. When they don't try a lot, I think they somehow manage to lose the games, and when as soon they just start losing, they understand it themselves. It was not their best game, and they all kept it a little behind. 3 minutes 30 seconds left. So this is why we call them the endurance. Let's just try to go for the fold inside the full coverage page. The whole spine itself is concentrated on usually in the same places, and same people usually make those performances. And once you play it to within 3 minutes, you will just have to understand that there is no longer late. For example, if I'm to choose the team, and for example, to choose the draft starters, I will pick the players that run a lot. They don't try to stay behind, not lazy. Let's say the players, and they always run for the downs after their own shots. 91 to 66. You see something close to 90. Nitro did absolute destruction, and without Azizov, they are able to play against such teams as Galaxy. What I thought they would be one of the toughest games of Nitro. However, the toughest part they had only somewhere in the middle of all quarters. But from the start and already now, you see they are usually winning their opponents. And today, I guess Nitro showed their best game. I can say we are already. Can't say congratulations. We already can say that today they are much stronger than Galaxy, and Galaxy can't really score anything on forwarding. So let's just boost this up and give a pure pass inside the whole gates. Can't say that they are ready to perform these shots, and I don't really think they can. They actually can be. Yeah, they can be quite possible to go for it, and only because of it, I think they all forgot about it. So, Dilmurat finally tries one more shot. 1:25 left. Within a minute and a half, I don't think what is possible, but for some teams, such as NetWizard, to remember, sometimes 3 minutes will be more than necessary to come back within 2 or even more points. Needed than 10. They will still try to run ahead. I don't think they're about to finish the game earlier than it used to be. So that's why we will have to keep it inside. 50 seconds, last 24 seconds, like those 24 seconds will be played upon. Of course, in case if they play all 24 seconds, not so often we might notice it, but exactly today I think we will see it. And over 5 and 6 people played for Galaxy, and only those starting 5 people played for Nitro. And the game from the start was the same. It Simeon gave the driving laps, and I think in the Battle of Centers today, Gaimov lost. Couldn't give a proper call with defense, not the defense that he expected from the start. No matter, he tried a lot, but you do see it yourself that it is almost the end, and by the last 10 seconds that would no longer be his obedient end. Everybody, see you at the last game.